Hello, my fellow card fighters. Welcome back to the channel. As the name of the title suggests, we're going to go through all the high-rated cards for the new set, the Galaxy Stargate, that came to the English side of the card game. Now, if you all are wondering where the episode review is for the week, well, I decided that instead of doing like one episode at a time, since it's obviously a continuous plot that's going to go on for maybe another episode or two, I was going to take all those episodes, combine it all into one. That way I don't have to go back and re-explain what the plot happened from the last part. It makes it easier for me to do. And so for anyone wondering what the series is, I just basically go over the high-rated cards and talk about them in a very impromptu style. Kind of like a Team Absolution for their damage checks, if you ever watched that. If you watch this channel, you probably watched them. And this is a fun time. Just a fun time. You guys get to write comments, do all the good stuff. And I'll be having for the next parts, the rares and commons, I'm going to split them up between clans, just so I can break it down easier for me. For the last set, Divine Dragon of whatever, the Apocalypse, whatever the heck, I can't remember the name. I'll do that a little bit differently, and I'll explain how that's going to work in the video, but let's just get into it. Alright, so obviously going to start with the biggie, Zero Dragon of Destroy Star, start. So Ultimate Stride, no normal cost, same as your Vanguard, and then you guys know what the skills are. Count +2, when this plays on Vanguard Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, until end of turn, this gets Drive -2. This unit does not rest when it attacks, and this unit can attack up to 3 times. So, what does this mean? This means it's got a beat stick. It seems kind of weird, considering that you could just like replace this ability for any other clan, any other deck in the game, and it would have worked fine. But I decided to give like the most like generic, I want to call it, card to Stargate. Granted, it's still a good card. I mean, attacking for a 36 base every single time with drive checks, it's always going to be nice because there's a lot of cards your opponent's going to have to use to guard and block it. It just seems kind of weird that Stargate got the relative short end of the stick without any special abilities. Like, I would have expected it to like do something with field destruction and give power and stand stuff. Like, it'd be really easy to make like all the small mechanics work together. Like, say, okay, when this unit attacks, lock as many cards as you want up to the number of face-up G units that you have, and then after this unit's done attacking, give 4,000 to your entire board and restand. I don't know, something simple, something that could have made it work. It just seemed kind of odd that Stargate didn't get like something a little bit different. But whatever, it's good. They'll run it. That's all I can really say. Okay, here we go. This is a territory I love. Alright, I played Nova Grapplers. Like, hold up. I don't have the tech on me right now, but I played Nova Grapplers, and I was really excited for the set. I'm getting a little bit of money. Probably won't go into Nova Grapplers, though, because their stuff got expensive. But it's a tier 0 deck, and that's all I could ask for. But let's go. Winning Champ Victor. It's a generation rare. Out of Vanguard Circle, Soul +1, choose a card face down from your G-Zone, turn face up. When your guard stands, you may pay the cost. If you do that unit in this unit, gain 5,000 power. Until end of turn. Nice. In Generation Break 3, at the end of the battle, this unit attacks, draw a card. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards with the lowest power and retire it. What do you want me to say about this? You give stuff, you restand stuff that probably was you got power from another rear guard skill, and then you pump that, and then you draw and kill stuff. You get +1, they minus something, and you gain power for more attacks, so that means you got more cards to drop and shield. This card is good. I don't know how many you would run in this. I would say 2, but I don't know. I haven't checked the deck list. I'm just going to have money so I can play test it myself. And Cardfight area, for whatever reason, does not work on the computer I'm recording on. But I don't have anything else to say. But this is just really good. This is really good. The only thing that can make this better, but would probably make it busted, is if you give 5,000 power for every face-up card in your G-Zone, kind of like the Aquaforce one. I forgot his name already. Alexander, I think. I feel kind of bad considering I play the deck. But, yeah, no, this card is good. Alright, what else is there? Yes. Yes! Why is that so expensive? I don't know, but I love the generation rare. Bravest Peak, X Gallop. Burst, Vanguard circle once per turn. Count plus 1 and choose a card face down in your G zone and turn face up. Then, when this unit attacks, this power is 40,000 or greater, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets Drive plus 1, and at end of battle, if this unit's power is 80,000 or greater, stand it and it gets Drive minus 4. See, you know what's great about this is you're already starting off with it having 28 thanks to the new Gallop because he's a base of 18, so that's already bumping up to 28 by himself. And here's what makes this card fantastic. I love it so much. Generation Break 3, continuous Vanguard Circle. This unit gets power plus 10,000 for every face-up card in your G zone. So what you do is, since this is by default, you can have at least 2, but you're probably going to use it on 3. So this thing will have 58,000 power on the first time. So okay, it's Drive plus 1, and they're going to have to deal with that. And then if you go in this late game, which you probably will, they'll have to either perfect guard or just die. It's kind of good. I like it. I love it. I'm a huge fan of Dimension Police, but them not updating Meloborgs, which like pisses me off. But hey, I'm gonna pick up Gallop at one point or another, and so I'm really glad we got a nice card to go with it. When I first read it, I know about the Generation Break 3 because I guess I just skipped over it, and I thought it was like, this card's ass. Who's getting 80,000 power? You are. All right. What's next? Genesis Dragon Integral Messiah. I miss Messiahs. I was gonna build them, but they got too expensive. That's this one. Auto Vanguard Circle. Oh no, Auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, if the unit the number of face-up Messiah in your D zone is 3 or more, excuse me, all fighters return all of their cards to their hands return all of the cards in their hands to their decks, shuffle them, and then draw 5 cards. Okay, yeah, I can see how that's beneficial because if they have a perfect card, they're going to shuffle that back, and that'd be nice. Auto Vanguard Circle, countless 1, choose a card face down for your G's and turn face up. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, unlock all of your locked cards. If you lock 3 or more, soul charge 1, draw 1 card, and this unit gains power plus 10,000. That's good. That's good. It allows you the deck refresh. It gives us power. You soul charge. So you can use other effects like like a Wrestler Messiah, and you draw a card. So you're getting pluses all over the place, as long as you're playing the deck correctly. I know when people first heard it, like on Messiah's plays, were kind of disappointed in this, and I can understand why. Considering that we got a Neo Genesis Messiah or whatever it was from the Link Joker set, and that one just beautiful. But I don't think people should sleep on this card. I would definitely run this at a 2 or a 3 of. It refreshes, it gives you advantage. That's all you really need. It's nice for GR. I probably would, but if it was in like another set that focused on Link Joker entirely, like if we got another like this would probably be like a triple rare to me, not so GR. But hey, they can't give freaking Messiahs too much support at one time, or else it'll be busted. And we can't have that. Chaos can, apparently. Yes, back to Novas. Alright, Zubat Battler Victor. Auto Vanguard Circle, countless 1. When your junior is trying, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. Choose a card from hand, call to Rearguard Circle. Choose one of your rearguards, and until end turn, it gets Auto Vanguard Rearguard Circle. Once per turn, when your unit attacks, choose choose one of your other rearguards and stand it. So, just alright. Auto Vanguard Circle, at the end of turn, if the number of face-up cards in your damage zone is 1 or less, countercharge 1. If the number of cards in your soul is 1 or less, soul charge 1. If you counter charge and soul charge, you draw a card. So you draw a lot. You call stuff, and you can withstand stuff. That's good. This guy's really good. Alright, so what you're doing is you're replacing your old Victor with this Victor and running 4 of this and 4 of Excessive Battler, and you're just going ham. You say, okay, call, attack, withstand, attack, attack. He's more pluses. You don't have to worry about freaking Kagurus nearly as much because you can just draw stuff and call back on the board. And it also has a engine that allows it to get your stuff back, so you can activate more costs later, like for winning champ. I don't know what to tell you guys except for run this card. It's expensive, but if you're playing Victor, you're running this. There's no way in hell you're not running this. You're running this card. Don't even sit there and you can tell me you're not. Like, don't be bad. And I believe, yes, Extreme Battler Golsachi. Continuous Rearguard Circle. If you have a Vanguard with Victor in its card name, this unit gains Continuous Rearguard Circle. Resist. Yes. Thank you. and Auto Rearguard Circle once returned counter blast when this unit attacks and pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other rearguards and stand it. Rush Auto Rearguard Circle once per turn. Generation Break 2. When this unit stand due to the effect of your cards, this unit gains power plus 7,000 to end of turn. So what you do is you attack with this. Attack with this first. Pick up for like a rearguard, whatever. Attack with your other rearguard. Attack the Vanguard. Restand this. Give it 7k. And then restand another thing, and restand another thing, go into Victor and restand more. This is a fantastic grade 2. This is everything you could have asked for a Nova Grappler card, and that's all I gotta say about that. You're running this at 4. You're running this at 4 because this is great. Unless you're not running Victor and you're running Blouse, but you're running Blouse. Fuck you. I'm kidding. But no, I'm absolutely in love with this card. Like, this is perfect. Oh, that's the name of his attack? Golden Divider! Alright, I'm gonna stop with my weeb. Alright. Oh, so beautiful. Love Dimension Place cards. Here we go. Bravest Victor. Why is this spelled? Oh, whatever. Grand Gallop. I'm sorry. Continue his hand. If you do not have a grade 4 face up with Gallopin's card name on your Vanguard Rearguard Circle, this card cannot be a normal call to Rearguard Circle. Whatever. Soul Blast 1. When Gene Stride, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your Vanguards and gains power plus 12,000 till end of turn. Your Victor, your Gallop, why I say Victor? Whatever, is getting the 4k by default. So you go ahead and use it on like your first or second card, whatever. This is good. This is real good. This sets off your main G unit. You're just gonna have a field day with this card. This is why, like, this deck isn't like tier. I wouldn't say tier 1 or tier 0 yet. It's definitely a fun, and you'll definitely be seeing these in tournaments. I mean, Japan results show that there are quite a few Gal players. You know what? If it brings back a deck, I'm happy. I don't care if it's a deck I don't even like, but I happen to like this deck, and so I'm really happy that they got a very nice 13k base freaking Gallop card just to run and go ham with. That's all I could ask for. All right, here's a card that divided quite a bit of Dimensional Robo players, which I can say I don't like them. You know, I love Different Fight, but I hate Dimensional Robos because they exist, and so that means Mailboards cannot exist. That makes me upset. Super Dimensional Robo, Nexus! Auto Vanguard Circle. Can almost one choose grade 3 with Dimensional Robo and its card name from your drop zone and put it at the bottom of your deck. When you begin strike, you may pay the cost. If you do look at 4 cards on the top of your deck, call up one card with Dimensional Robo and its card name from one of them to Rearguard Circle. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets the original power of that call unit until end of turn, shuffle your deck. Generation Break 1, Continuous Vanguard Circle. All your grade 3 units with Dimensional Robo and their cannon get shield plus 10,000 and intercept. I mean, you're already running a bunch of grade 3s in the deck. Just freaking have a deck based around them. That's good. It gives power to itself. You get to call stuff, and you give free. And now you don't have to worry about calling grade 3s because now you can use them to intercept and use it to paper strike cost. And this has its own deck. You don't run this with a Dayusha or Daikaiser or whatever. It's his own thing, and it does its own thing, and it's fine having a deck. I don't understand why I divided some of the community bit. I don't play it. I would never play it because I don't play Dimensional Robos. But hey, it's a cool deck that you can run if you really feel inclined. Ideal Ego Messiah. See, I read this card before. I forgot. I think my opinion's very. I don't know. It wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be, but whatever. Maybe it changed. Auto Vanguard Circle. Once per turn, choose a card from your hand and put it on your Rearguard Circle as a lock card. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, when you're doing a strike, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card, choose one of your Vanguards, gains power plus 5,000 to end of turn. Auto Rearguard Circle. Soul Blast 1, lock this unit. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if you have a Vanguard that is grade 3 or greater Messiah, you may pay the cost. If you do 3 cards from the top of your deck, put up to one among them on your Rearguard Circle as a lock card, shuffle your deck. So you basically draw, you get stuff set up for that new one, and you just run with it. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm not sure what the ratio would be. I'm probably thinking is like that alter ego, and probably this. Probably not going to be running the old alter ego Messiah. It has its uses, but I think you'd prefer running on the trial deck Messiah, the grade 3. I forgot what it's called in this. Most of the time, I don't know. I never got a chance to go play Messiahs because I sold all my stuff because I couldn't play the deck because it was too expensive. But whatever. It's a card. It's a grade 3. It replaces stuff. It does things. It's nice. Oh, Chaos Breaker. I hate and love this at the same time. Starvader, Chaos Breaker, close. Auto Vanguard Circle. Choose a card with Starvader and its card name from your hand and discard it. It's used based on Vanguard Circle, or when your genie with Starvader and its original card name strides, you may pay the cost. If you do, Soul Charge 1, choose one of your opponent's rearguards and lock it. So basically what you were doing with the old Chaos Breaker. Alright, and you draw. Just right off the bat. Or Soul Charge, my bad, not draw, I'm stupid. So, an auto Soul Blast 1, once you, and this card is a card from your hand. If you have a hard card with Chaos in its card name, you pay the cost. If you do, your opponent chooses a card from his or her hand and puts it on his or her rearguard circle as a lock card. Okay. Alright, so I heard Different Fight talking about this at one point, I can't remember, but he said what you're probably going to be doing is running the 4 of the new Chaos Breaker, 2 of this, and the 2 of the original, because this thing has advantages, but I would definitely not run this as my main Vanguard. I mean, sure has that cool soul blast. I'm sure you get a cool skill that puts a lock card on the field, and you get a soul charge. It inherently plays for the soul blast skill. But that's about it. You could do a lot more with the new stride and the old one, because at least with the old one, when you're discarding a card, you lock something, you get to kill it later and draw. This one, you don't even get to draw from it. You just put more lock things in the field, and we got Photon reprinted in the set, and so I don't see why you run this at 4 copies. It's still nice though. It's still an option for Chaos Breaker. It's not a terrible one, but I don't think you'd be running this as your main Vanguard. Blaza Blau Kuga. Auto Vanguard Circle. Limito Break. Counter. I'm sorry, that was racist to the hell. Counter Blast 1. Use 2 cards from your hand and discard them at the end of this battle. At the end of the battle, that is unit attacked Vanguard. Attacked. My bad. If your hard card is Blau in its card name, you pay the cost. If you do, put this unit face up in your J zone, just up to 1 grade 3 Blau and its card name from your hand, and write it as stand. So, what does this mean? It means you're break writing. This means basically be doing what Blaus were basically doing, but now you got another option for it, so it's good, and you're gonna run it if you play Blaus. I don't play Blaus. I don't know how the deck works for the majority part, but I do know you do break write a lot in that deck. So it's good. It's good for Blaus. What's next? Oh, Newmon Blau Cougar. Let's see what he does. Vanguard Circle. When you're GM with Blau and its original card name stride, you may choose up to one of your rear guards. Choose up to one of your units with Blau and its card name and gains power plus 5,000 until end of turn. Okay. Auto Catalyst 1. When your unit with Blau and its card name rides this unit, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 4 of your units with Blau and their card names extend them, they get card +5. Oh, so it's basically a limit break, a break ride without being a break ride. So that means you can run for this and for the break ride, and you're still getting stuff off, and it's nice. This is a good card for plus. All I'm gonna say. Moving on, freaking. Oh, you're saying no. We're into the double rares. We're from the last card. So I believe, I don't remember. I can't remember.